All right, we back, week 2. This is not a special guest. My dog will leave here in just a second. But welcome to Super Kirk TV, my Zepbound journey. This is week 2. Those of you probably saw my week 1 video. If not, it's probably up in that corner. I'll attach it in the video. But we talked about my week 1 journey, some of the side effects, some of the things that I went through, the why. I'm sleeping a whole lot better with some of this weight off me. At the end of this video, we'll actually do my actual injection for the week.
What are you doing?
We'll talk about how many pounds down I'm at. I think I kind of stalled out a little bit because I went a little bit too hard like my first week. Some of the key things, like during my week 2 journey, water. I am drinking water like crazy. It makes my body feel a lot better. I am a huge Simply Lemonade person. I have not had a Simply Lemonade probably in 3+ weeks. Tons of sugar in Simply Lemonade, and so I'm trying to stay away from that. I have stayed away from it. Protein. One thing I realized was I was a little bit tired, and I watched a lot of Zepbound videos over the past couple weeks, and I see people saying that they're tired. Protein literally stops you from being tired. And so when I talk about protein, for me, and this is just for me, I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to give doctor advice or anything like that. But protein for me, like I mentioned in week 1, was a lot of salmon, a lot of, I actually went to the Chobani 20 gram, I'll tag them in the next video, I'll bring one. But the Chobani yogurt drinks, I think they got 20 grams of protein in it. If you start your day with protein, it makes a difference in a day. I think that's a big part of how I start my day and how I kind of manage my day with Zepbound. So I'm still a pro advocate of it. I think I did plateau out this week. I worked out probably almost every day this week. I gave my body a rest, but I think it was a couple days this week I worked out 2 times in one day. So continuing to eat fruits, vegetables, cheese helps satisfy my appetite. Almonds, I'm still rocking with the almonds like I mentioned in the week 1. All this stuff kind of just helps. I am happy when I step on the scale. Again, I'm not a big guy. You guys saw me flexing in my first video. I'm not a big, huge guy. I'm not a fat guy. I am losing weight because I want to get a better night's sleep. That's it. That's it. That's it. I could take my shirt off. I go to the beach. I don't got no big fat stomach. I just want to get a good night's sleep. So with that being said, side effects for this week. Minor indigestion. I'm eating a lot of cherries, which is good for gut health. I am watering it like you wouldn't believe. I'm throwing all types of stuff in my water. I'm throwing lemons, limes, peaches, like all types of stuff in my water just to kind of help with my digestion process. Alcohol. Shout out to my homies. I stopped by, saw a couple of my homies yesterday at a local spot, and pure gluttony. I would go to this local establishment. They got $25 mimosas on Sunday, all you can drink. You can go in 11 a.m. and for $25, you can literally drink mimosas all day until 11 p.m. when they close. And, I mean, I've gone in there, and it's funny. I was talking about the 4th of July last year with my homie. And I was like, yeah, I came in here last 4th of July last year and I drank 6 carafes of mimosa and champagne. I was like, I didn't have to go to work the next day, so why not do it? Like pure gluttony. Yesterday I did have a mimosa. Yes, you can consume alcohol. Just not, I don't recommend hard liquor. Again, I'm not a doctor. But you can consume alcohol. And I had probably a half a carafe of mimosa. I actually sent the rest back. I was like, yo, I'm cool. So my body just didn't have the desire for the excess sugar, the alcohol, the bubbles. Like, I was good. I had a half a carafe of mimosa. I had greens, and I had mashed potatoes with light butter and a little bit of garlic, and they were really, really good. Shout out to the restaurant Keepin's Cuisine. Yes! Big them up if y'all can on Instagram at Keepin's Cuisine. But yeah, got a chance to hang out with friends. Again, this is no big secret. So if I'm interacting with friends, they all know that this is what I'm doing because I want to be healthy. I want to be alert. I want to be energetic. And I don't want to be like tired most of the day. All right. So again, this is week 2, right? We are going into our 3rd injection this week. 3rd injection. I'm happy. I'm still at 2.5. We'll see in about a week and a half when we go see Dr. Rob. See what Dr. Rob has to say. We'll see if Dr. Rob lets me take my vlogging camera in there because I'm excited about my results. And I'm excited to see what Dr. Rob thinks about this weight loss journey. All right. So with that being said, let's get to it. All right. So we got our trusty Zepbound 2.5. I've not went up to 5. I don't know if I'll go up to 5, but this is how it is. You keep it refrigerated. You'll remove the top. I already alcohol swabbed the area I'm going to do it in. I'm going to unlock it. We're going to go for the thigh. I'm going to place it. I usually count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Injection. And there it is. It's done. A little bit of blood. And that's it, man. Put the top back on. And we'll dispose of this in a sharps container. All right. So that is shot number 3. I would recommend this to anybody. I had somebody yesterday at the bar saying that they wanted to get liposuction. And I'm like, listen, with Zepbound, with Manjaro, with Wegovy, any of those drugs, right? It's changing the way you look at eating. It's changing not necessarily who you are, but it's changing your mindset towards food. And that's what matters. We gotta be wary and conscious of what we put in our bodies. But more importantly, if we wanna live long, we gotta take those steps to live long. This is week 3. I will be back next week to tell you about how this week 3 went. I started off, I think, at 212. Last week, I was at 203. Today, I am at 198 pounds. So I'm literally down like 14 pounds in a span of 2 weeks. Yes, I'm working out on the Peloton. Yes, I'm on the treadmill doing inclines. Yes, I'm changing my diet. Yes, there are nights where I have eaten vegetables. I took a different approach tonight. Normally I drink my Gatorade hydration drink before I take my injection. I ate a big giant bowl of fruits. I ate mangoes, watermelon, grapes, blueberries, strawberries, and pineapples. I cut them all up real fine, ate them up, had some carrots. I had no desire to have like any heavy salmon or I got some Impossible products in the refrigerator as well. Had no desire to cook those tonight, but tomorrow I'll make sure I get a good injection of protein through that Chobani drink in the morning time, and I'm gonna head off to work. I'm going into the office early tomorrow. So with that being said, each one of you out there, stay safe. Thank you for joining Super Kirk TV. This is Keeping It Real on Zepbound, and I will holler at you guys next week. Let's get it.
Game over.